People moving vehicles are usually just that. They are there to haul people haulers even. But what if you have to haul some VIPs? You need something a little bit more premium. This one right here is the Peugeot Traveller Premium. One of the most premium people hauling vehicles. Today I'm going to show you around this car and I'm also going to give it a test drive, so stay tuned. Most people movers, when it comes to styling, they are rather bland, but Peugeot made sure to equip the Traveller Premium with a little bit more zing. So take a look at your grille. It is surrounded in chrome with your Peugeot badge on it, xenon headlights, LED DRLs, and a little bit more chrome down below, as well as some sort of a tiny chin. I also appreciate the fact that this car right here does get a proper hood, which means you get a little bit increased safety. On the side, you get 17-inch rims, and instead of giving you a blank slate, a blank canvas right here, they did at least give you some curves on the fenders, some sort of flaring, really tiny wing mirrors though, and also a molding down below. Chrome on the door handles as well. And to make sure that they remind you that you're not driving a panel van, a cargo van, they made sure to give you really big windows right here. Pairing the Peugeot Traveller Premium is this 2-liter inline-4 diesel engine making 150 horsepower, committed to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And obviously one thing you will really notice with the Peugeot Traveller Premium is its length. This car measures 5,309 millimeters or 5.3 meters. That is really long. Open up your gas cap and there is even a Total sticker to remind you that this is a French car. This also gets 2 sliding doors on either side, which are power openable. Now open up this one side and over here. Hi Zeke, this is Zeke right here, and he's been sitting inside the Peugeot Traveller Premium while we are shooting. And Zeke, how is it so far right there?
Oh, I'm loving the legroom here. It's so surprisingly huge. I've never really experienced, you know, this amount of legroom in any other van.
And I'm sure that you're also appreciating that there are those 2 sunroofs up top, split by the center console.
Move it and it just looks like, you know, like you're in a safari kind of thing.
Now let me step inside here with Zeke, and even if Zeke is here in the middle and there's 3 of us abreast, there's still so much space in here. We even get our own tray tables. What's cool about it is you have a cup holder over here, and there's even this like net thing where you can stick your huge bottle over there. Really plenty of space. You can even slide the seats to give the back people a little bit more space. 220-volt outlet by the bottom, but take note, they are those round things, so you need a travel adapter to use that outlet. There's also an additional 12-volt outlet over here. Now other cool things here of course would be a lot of air vents. You can even control your own airspeed right here. More nets for putting your laptop or whatever. And again, these seats just so comfortable, and you can even recline them like that. While the styling at the front and on the side was remedied a little bit to remove that van-like look. Unfortunately, the back, you can't really do much about it, but they do throw in a really big logo Peugeot over there. You can also open up this rear, I don't know what you call this, the glass part of it, and you just open this one up. And you can put a lot of items on this parcel shelf right here, removable by the way as well. Then if you open up your tailgate, unfortunately it isn't power and it is so long. You got to be careful with this one, might get hit. Over here you have a huge space, even with those 3rd row seats slid all the way to the back. I mean, this is just cavernous. You can put huge luggages in this one if you want to travel. Hence Traveller, you can easily do it. So if you go to a remote location and you need camping chairs, you simply lift up the seat and put it down on the ground just like that, and you have your very own camping chair. So not only can you travel to places, the airport, with that huge luggage area, but you can travel anywhere with these camping chairs. I love it. Now let's go inside, and even when you get to the 3rd row, even if these seats are not slid all the way forward, you still get a lot of space back here, and seating 3 people is also doable. You also get really huge windows, that way you don't feel claustrophobic, and you also get 1 cup holder over here. Here inside the front seats of the Peugeot Traveller Premium, check the door thud. Sounds all right. Couple of cool things with this one. So there is a heads-up display up there which you can control with just a button here on the side. You also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in this touchscreen, and it also comes with a reverse camera. There are paddle shifters. I mean, where else do you find that in a van? That's really cool. An instrument cluster, 3.5 inches in the middle of the screen, flanked by your speedometer and your tachometer, pretty basic stuff. And towards the middle, you're gonna wonder, where is your shifter? Well, it's this round swiveling thing And that's it. That's how you shift. So everything here is just so easy to use. There's even this M mode for manual mode. Now over here, a lot more cubby spaces. You can even open those 2 power doors at the back. Then there's an even bigger cubby space here that is lined with felt. Another big one over here with an air vent as well. Plus the usual glove box, which is also pretty big, and a 12-volt outlet in there. 2 more cup holders here by the dashboard. A huge bottle holder on the side. A pocket right here, another pocket over here, and of course, your very own armrest. The seats, leather wrapped, very comfortable, great thigh support, power adjustable for both the driver and the passenger side. And you only get this pretty much in the Traveller, especially at this price point. You get massage seats for both the driver side and the passenger side. And now picture this. You park in a space and it is really tight and you can't get out with your regular swivel door. So what do? You simply stand up because there is a space here at the middle. You go on over towards the back and then you just open your power sliding doors and go out through there. How clever of Peugeot. And when you do drive this car, despite it being really, really large at 5.3 meters long, it really doesn't feel that big because it's so easy to maneuver. The steering is so light, and in city streets, the suspension, here's the thing, it's firm enough to make sure that no one gets motion sickness, but also soft enough and forgiving enough to make sure that no water or no coffee cups at the back spills. It simply is pretty good. It's the best trade-off between firm and forgiving and floaty. I love it. 2 liters, huge car. You might think that it's not enough, but you put your foot down. There's even a kick down feature and it really, really pulls. There's only 3 people in the car, so I'm not sure if the entire 8 seats are all taken, that it will still pull the same, but for at least for 3 people, as I'm testing it, it is more than enough. You can even use your paddles if you want to. Put it in M mode, or even in D mode, you can also use your paddles. So yeah, you get total control over this huge van. Next up, visibility. Of course, you see so much out of it. You can even raise your seats so high. And at the back, yeah, you can see enough. And you do get a reverse camera, which is quite clear, albeit a bit small. So parking this car even in smaller parking spaces in the mall is fine. It's also not too high to the point that you can park it inside basement parking. So this one, whether or not you have a chauffeur, it is pretty much livable with. One great thing about the Traveller Premium is the fact that it feels premium. So compared to other vans, Japanese vans even, it just feels a lot more refined in this car. When you're going at speed, it's a lot more quiet. The way it deals with undulations in the road is so much better. And there's really not much vibrations that permeates into the cabin, despite this being a diesel engine model. The seats in the Traveller Premium does come with massage functions, again, for both the driver's side and the passenger side. Unfortunately, it's only for the front seats, but none at the back. Nonetheless, for a van, especially at this price point, that is amazing. And sure, the massage, it's no shiatsu massage, it's no thigh massage, it's not gonna replace your membership at a hotel spa, and it is a bit, soft. It's more of somewhat a suggestion, as my friend would call it, but it really does keep you awake. It's something that nudges you in a way, telling you to keep awake, and also energizes you and keeps you relaxed at the same time. And then here on the highway, if you want to merge, again, even when you're already going at, past the low speeds and you still want to increase power, the transmission, it really knows which gear to pick. It's so fast, it's so responsive, it's lovely, it's simply lovely on the highway. Power is still not lacking, and again, it's just so quiet in here. I'm going like 80 right now, 70, 75, and it's a lot quieter than your typical MPVs and your typical people mover. It's just so relaxing in here. The heads-up display also really does give you your speed in a position that you really don't have to look down, hence the heads-up display, adding to the safety of this car. And you even have this tiny mirror above your regular rear view mirror, which lets you look at your passengers at the back and know what they are doing, especially the kids. Fuel economy in the city, you can expect around 7 kilometers per liter, but I only tested it again with 3 people. So if you have a full load of people and luggages, I would assume that would go down a little bit, probably 6 to 6.5. Overall, not bad for a car this big, but on the highway, when you're going around the speed limit, you can do around 13.6 kilometers per liter. Now, all is well and good driving this car, but most importantly, we need to find out how it feels like to be a passenger inside the Traveller Premium, because chances are most people who would buy this car would be seated at the back. So let's try it out and switch with Zeke in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And we are now here at the premium seats of the Peugeot Traveller Premium, and I'm currently being chauffeured around by my friend Zeke, feeling like I am a VIP. And back here I took the middle seat because that means I have unlimited legroom since there are no middle seats. There is no middle seats in the front row. That's just unlimited legroom right there. But even if I do sit here on either of the sides, I still get tons of legroom. And it really does feel premium because I have my own dual sunroof right here. If it gets a bit bright, I can even close them one at a time. I have my own tray tables, my own map pockets, and I can even close these blinds on the side manually, which are rather easy to latch, not easy in a lot of cars, so I really do like it. And what really sets apart this Traveller Premium from a lot of its competition is the Euro feel, the stable feel, the stability, rigidity feel that you get, not just in the city, but especially on the highway. Because in a lot of these squarish vans, these boxy vans, when you do pass a trailer or a bus, or they pass you, you feel the entire car sway, which is kind of scary because of the crosswind somehow, but you don't feel that in the Traveller Premium. It's just so much more stable, a lot more refined feeling, especially for the passenger. And at 2.99 million pesos, if you do ferry around VIPs often, or if you are a VIP yourself, then this car is one of the more premium options to consider.